Hey guys, it's Matthew here once again, showcasing some fine gameplay right here, trying a couple of Valdo maps, which were always a good time. Just a quick video talking and showcasing a bit more of the Volcanic Fissure. Basically started being Volcanic Fissure of snaking full time. Elementalist with the int stack scepter, but yeah, like it just became Volcanic Fissure for the most part because that skill is far more comfortable on the whole for clearing and also for bossing than Sunder. However, Sunder is still pretty fun, it's pretty nice by all means. If you like that more, you can get it, and it's a lot less screen clutterier as well, if that's something you can say, because as you can see during something like this, an Uber Maven, like the best strategy for this Volcanic Fissure is to just attack, and it's just to keep attacking and attack a lot so that it covers the screen, it bounces around a lot, and it kills just about everything and snakes back to the single target of the thing you're attacking. And when you're attacking a lot with this thing, as you can see, it just gets fucking messy. It is a visual clarity nightmare. You will not be seeing shit when you're doing this, and it's hard to even know that there's a memory game going or something like that. So that's its biggest fault, I'd say, as a skill. But other than that, I mean, for mapping, like, it's going to be a bitrate hell here. It is very nice. It is very autopilot-y. It's very comfortable, and I could strongly recommend making a build with it, like I said in the previous video, as something other than this one if you really want, because this one will be tough to follow. But yep, the strength stacks can get a lot more damage and still have a very comfortable setup defensively. But as you can see, for many situations, you basically just stand there and right click and it just does its thing. I think this is probably the fastest Chimera kill I've ever had, because all of the ads were just getting insta-nuked by all these chains, and then he'd come back, insta-die, come back, insta-die, etc. Very brain-dead gameplay, and you could equate that to comfort if you want. So very comfortable gameplay once the character is set up well enough. It did also take on Simulacrum all the way up to wave 30. So with this particular layout, I just sat in the doorway here and just attacked both sides, and it snakes around and kills everything. And it basically got me to 6 stacks of rewards every single wave up to, like, I don't know, wave 20 or something. It is very efficient for clearing Simulacrum stuff, though once I started to get into the harder waves, like wave 18 plus, I did have to start moving around a bit, and you know, that's fine, right? But deathless all the way through to wave 30, which is very surprising as a golem main. So this was a golem stacking character as elementalist, and as we know, the golems, especially when wearing the necklace, do not survive particularly well against challenging content, and simulacrums are one of those things, because things don't insta-die, they get plenty of attacks in, they sometimes have extra physical damage, extra chaos damage, stuff like that, and then the golems just start dying. So with the golems dying a lot, I still managed to pull out a full clean run. This is the wave 30, I think. Full clean run without dying myself. Just the skill's very strong, and the setup of, you know, int stack pretty damn strong. Like I said, I think a strength stack could be just as powerful defensively while having way more offense. In the end, my POB for this thing has like 7 to 10 million DPS, but that's not at all including the totems, and not at all including the double or triple damage that the snaking of the Fissure can potentially do on a single enemy. So it's pretty damn strong, and mechanically it's just kind of a next level skill as a melee ability, that is, because this is supposed to still be a melee ability. Keep that in mind. So that's pretty powerful stuff. We took down all the Ubers. We did most of the Ubers. You know, I didn't try a couple of them because it can't be fucked. But yeah, definitely should be able to do all the Ubers. It took down pretty much all content I threw it at. Very strong character. Had to probably be build of the league so far. Can't remember, but overall, as a well-rounded package, maybe. Did a bunch of feared invites, a bunch of 4-way invites, stuff like that. And then took on some Valdos as well. But as you can see, I did take a big hit there, and that's just because I have a large 9k life pool essentially, but things do hit harder. For the most part, the life pool is the thing holding me together, the energy shield pool, 9k with about 85% evasion, with fortify up all the time. And then with flasks that help out too. So, I mean, we are kind of a thick character, but I don't have spell suppress. And then the recovery is decent with Ghost Shrouds and with Leech, but then ultimately it's just up to the golems being alive or not. If golems are very alive, then my character's going pretty well. If golems die on the thicker content, then a lot of my character's potency becomes halved or even taken away altogether. So if you're building not an elementalist, as you probably should be, you'll have a more fun time with this skill. Overall, still very good, still very viable. So then lastly, just took on some Valdo maps that I was given, because I've only really found like 3 of them or something. I don't know, there's plenty of meme ones out there, so I bought just a handful of non-void, non-super stupid ones from someone, and it was a fun time, but they are very challenging in some cases, and they are not for golem builds either, because golems are basically just getting full-blown shit on every difficult piece of Valdo content. So you can have feared with like lots of extra proj and lots of extra juice with ghosts and stuff. You can have just all kinds of crazy mods, basically, that you'd never see in the rest of Path of Exile, that just don't exist elsewhere. This one I actually ended up killing, so I did come back and fight the Feared and got them all down. The ones with ghosts and lots of extra loot are pretty cool, pretty fun. You could probably have some very good farm if you find some very decent ones to just buy and run over and over again, because things that get ghosted a lot, you then get the league mechanic happening, and you can get some pretty big rewards in the end. For the most part, I was just having some fun with these and trying out some of the new mods, and this wasn't necessarily the best character I could have had for it. Definitely not something I would classify as a Valdo farmer or something that I would be keen to try most of the maps on, but character's going pretty well. I thought, fuck it, we'll finish off with some Valdo maps. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed the character. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And try yourself some Volcanic Fissure at some point.